What's up, NFL fans? Here's the big story of the week. No, it's not about the Super Bowl. It's about someone who's not even in it. Yeah, you guessed it, Myles Garrett. The Cleveland Browns all-pro pass rusher has dropped the bombshell that he's requesting a trade. What? A player of Garrett's caliber wanting out of Cleveland? That's huge news. But why is this happening? Garrett wants to compete for and win a Super Bowl, and as much as we all love Cleveland, it's hard to blame him when the Browns haven't exactly been a perennial contender in recent years. So, where could Garrett land if he does get traded? I'm here to break down the top 5 fun fits for Myles Garrett, teams where he could truly chase that elusive Super Bowl ring. And trust me, some of these teams are wild fits. So, grab your popcorn, because this is going to be one heck of a ride. Oh, and if you're all about NFL drama, Super Bowl aspirations, and pass rushers, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the action. Detroit Lions, a match made in pressure heaven. Alright, first up, the Detroit Lions. I know, the Lions haven't exactly been a powerhouse in recent decades. But don't sleep on them, my friends. This team is absolutely in a Super Bowl window right now. The Lions are coming off a 15-win season, and they're hungry for more. Imagine Myles Garrett lining up opposite Aiden Hutchinson, a rising star who already wreaks havoc on opposing quarterbacks. That's one of the most terrifying edge duos in the league. Think about it. The Lions have one of the best defenses in the league. But their defense could use a little extra bite. Garrett would fill that gap perfectly. He'd give Detroit that game-changing pass rusher they've been missing. And suddenly, the Lions would go from a team that's fun to watch to a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Plus, after trading for Zadarius Smith earlier this year, Detroit is clearly all in. Garrett could step in and help them finally break through in the NFC. Dallas Cowboys, pairing Garrett with Micah Parsons? Oh, my gosh. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, I know, Dallas is always in the mix for every big name. But hear me out. New defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus has a style that plays perfectly into Garrett's strengths: high variance, explosive plays, and an emphasis on creating turnovers. Garrett already plays at 100 miles an hour on every snap. And this style would let him thrive even more. And who else does Dallas have on defense? Micah Parsons. Baby, imagine those two monsters on the same defensive line. Quarterbacks won't know what hit them. But, let's be real, there's the money issue. The Cowboys are over the cap right now. And Garrett is making some serious cash. It might be tricky, but if Jerry Jones is truly all in on winning, he could find a way to make this happen. Pairing Garrett with Parsons would make Dallas' defense absolutely lethal. They'd go from a team with a good defense to one that can dominate on every level. Buffalo Bills. Letting Garrett bring the heat to Josh Allen's Super Bowl push. Moving on, the Buffalo Bills. Oh, the Bills. They've been knocking on the door of the Super Bowl for years now, but just can't seem to break through. And that's where Garrett comes in. The Bills' defense has been solid, but they need that extra piece, a pass rusher who can single-handedly change the game and flip the momentum. Garrett could be that guy. Buffalo has the offense with Josh Allen, who is capable of putting up insane points, but they've been lacking that consistent pass rush to help their defense get off the field quickly. Garrett would give them exactly that. He'd instantly make the Bills' defense dangerous and give them the boost they need to make it to the Super Bowl. Plus, if they could somehow get Garrett while also retaining their core defensive players, they'd be set for years. Washington Commanders. A team on the rise needs a pass-rushing king. Here's a fun one, the Washington Commanders. Okay, I can hear the groans already. But stay with me here. The Commanders might not be on the Super Bowl radar just yet, but they have a solid foundation. They've got a good young quarterback in Sam Howell. Yes, he's shown potential, and with the right pieces, this team could be on the rise. What the Commanders really need right now is a game-changing pass rusher. And what better way to kickstart their journey to contention than with someone like Garrett? Defensive coordinator Dan Quinn runs a system that's all about flexibility, and Garrett's versatility would thrive in that. He'd be able to rush from multiple spots, putting pressure on quarterbacks all over the field. Washington's defense already has some strong pieces, and Garrett would make them a force to be reckoned with in the NFC. Imagine Garrett leading that defense into the future. setting the tone for the next few years. It would be a fun fit for sure. Philadelphia Eagles, already a Super Bowl favorite. But Garrett would make them insane. And last but certainly not least, the Philadelphia Eagles. You're probably thinking, wait, don't they already have a stacked defense? Yes, they do. But imagine adding Myles Garrett to an already elite pass rush that includes Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. That's not just a great defensive line. That's a nightmare for any quarterback. The Eagles are already Super Bowl favorites. But if they land Garrett, they'd be unstoppable. The rich get richer. My friends, Garrett could come in and elevate Philly's already top-tier defense, making them virtually impossible to block. And let's be real, if the Eagles get this guy, it's over. The NFC would be shaking in their boots. The Eagles would own the league for the foreseeable future. Conclusion. So, there you have it. 5 absolutely wild and fun fits for Myles Garrett if he does get traded. But the real question is, where will he end up? The Lions, the Cowboys, the Bills, the Commanders, or the Eagles? Each one has a unique appeal. But no matter where Garrett lands, one thing is for sure. This guy is gonna be chasing a Super Bowl ring, and soon. Let me know in the comments where you think Garrett should go. Do you agree with my picks? Or do you have a wild destination of your own in mind? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more NFL drama, trade rumors, and Super Bowl talk. Until next time, keep it real, keep it fun, and remember, it's just football, but man, it's entertaining. Thanks for watching, folks. Make sure you don't miss out on the next big NFL story. Because trust me, there's always something crazy going down in this league. Catch you next time, where we'll break down more trades, rumors, and all the juicy NFL drama. See you soon. Hey, NFL fans, have you heard the latest shocker? Myles Garrett, yes, you read that right. The Cleveland Browns all-pro pass rusher has officially requested a trade. What? You're telling me the guy who's been the heart of the defense for 8 years is ready to leave the city he loves? Yep, that's exactly what he said. And the reason? He wants to win a Super Bowl. Garrett's not looking for more individual accolades, Hall of Fame nods, or just another season of mediocrity. He's after the ring. So, what does this mean for the Cleveland Browns? And where could Garrett go if he gets his wish? Buckle up, because we're diving into all the details. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one. But first, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest NFL drama, trades, and news. Let's get into it. Myles Garrett's statement, a heartfelt goodbye to Cleveland. Alright, let's set the stage. Myles Garrett, 6-time Pro Bowler, 2023 Defensive Player of the Year, and a man who's been the face of the Cleveland Browns defense for years, has officially requested a trade. In his emotional statement, Garrett expressed his love for Cleveland and the fanbase but made it clear that his #1 goal was to win a Super Bowl. Garrett said it best himself, "While I've loved calling this city my home, my desire to win and compete on the biggest stages won't allow me to be complacent. Now, I get it. It's tough for a player to leave a city and fanbase that's shown him nothing but love. But here's the thing. Garrett doesn't just want to collect accolades, he wants to bring home the trophy. And honestly, I don't blame him. When you've done everything there is to do in Cleveland, it's hard to sit back and watch other teams hoist the Lombardi while you're stuck rebuilding. And for Garrett, it's not about the Hall of Fame, he wants a championship." The Browns' response, not trading Garrett. For now. Now, don't go grabbing your phone to place bets on where Garrett might end up just yet. The Cleveland Browns have made it clear that they aren't planning on trading Garrett, at least not right now. According to reports from NFL Network's Mike Garofalo, the Browns are sticking to their guns and are still focused on trying to sign Garrett to a long-term contract extension. General Manager Andrew Berry even mentioned at the Pro Bowl last week that the Browns are looking to extend Garrett, not trade him. So while Garrett's trade request has definitely shaken things up, the Browns aren't budging. They've got the full intention of keeping Garrett on their roster and making him the centerpiece of their defense for years to come. But here's the thing. Garrett has made it clear that he doesn't want to be part of a rebuild. So, what does that mean for his future with the team? Is there a chance the Browns might change their tune if the situation doesn't improve? Garrett's legacy in Cleveland, a dominant force. Let's take a second to appreciate what Garrett has done for the Cleveland Browns. Since being drafted first overall in 2017, Garrett has been nothing short of a force on the field. He's recorded double-digit sacks every season since his rookie year, except for one. And this past season, he registered 14 sacks and 40 solo tackles. His stats speak for themselves. And there's no denying that he's been one of the most dominant defensive players in the league during his career. Garrett's play on the field has made him a fan favorite in Cleveland, and his leadership on the defense has been a bright spot for a team that's had its ups and downs. But despite all of his success, Garrett's hunger for a Super Bowl has never wavered. And let's face it, with the Browns not quite being the perennial contenders they once hoped to be, it's understandable that Garrett would want to look elsewhere to chase that elusive championship. What's next for Garrett? The big question. Where will he go? So, if Myles Garrett gets traded, where could he land? Well, let's be real. There are a lot of teams out there that could use a pass rusher of his caliber. And considering Garrett's public request to compete for a Super Bowl, we can expect him to target teams that have a strong chance of winning it all. Imagine Garrett on a team like the Dallas Cowboys, where he'd be paired with Micah Parsons for a dream pass rushing duo. Or how about the Buffalo Bills, with Josh Allen leading the offense? Garrett could be the missing piece the Bills need to push through to a Super Bowl. Even the Philadelphia Eagles, a team already loaded with talent, could be a destination where Garrett could make a huge impact and give their defense an extra layer of domination. Of course, we don't know for sure where Garrett would end up, but with teams in need of a game-changing pass rusher, the possibilities are endless. Cleveland might not be ready to part with him just yet, but if the situation doesn't change, don't be surprised if other teams come calling with offers Garrett can't resist. Conclusion. So, what's going to happen with Myles Garrett? Will he stay in Cleveland and continue to lead their defense? Or will he get his wish and join a team that gives him the best chance at that Super Bowl ring? Whatever happens, this is definitely one story we'll be following closely in the weeks to come. Let me know in the comments where you think Garrett should go. Or if you think he'll stay in Cleveland and sign that extension. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're loving the NFL drama. And make sure you subscribe for more updates on all the hottest news and rumors. Until next time, keep it locked in here for all your NFL insights and keep it real. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is just the beginning of what's going to be an interesting offseason. Whether it's Myles Garrett's future or the next big trade, we've got you covered. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time with more juicy NFL stories.